Welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D, a place in which we cover astrology, psychic updates, as well as the twin flame path. I do come to you live on Fridays, and if you do click the bell, you get the updates by zodiac sign and more. And very importantly, we do have new hubs opening early in 2022 and beyond. Galaxy Pub for information content, as well as the Age of Aquarius magazine. So without further ado, let's get into the update for your zodiac sign. And if you need to see me live, as I mentioned, live on Fridays. Hi Aquarius, we are here to do your November read. Now I have pulled the cards and already your energy this month is looking pretty interesting. Now yes, there will be additional readings. We are adding them here to YILDIZ Readings 5D. And if you do want a booking, you can go to the link below. Otherwise, everything else is left to the end of the video so that it doesn't cram content. Okay, now there's something coming through in your demeanor through this reading. And the one thing I can say, it's almost like there is going to be a transformation in your life. I can say that. If you are feeling as though you wish you could go back, but you know you can't, it's basically saying the key to movement is moving forward, and it isn't going to be the way you thought it was going to be. You only have one card, really, as your outcome card that's upright, and within the reading that's upright. And the first message that my guides were telling me was it's a perspective. So in fact, a lot of these things are turning around for you, but physically you may feel you can't see the hay for the clouds and things aren't changing and too much is coming at you. Yes, we've got planets in your zodiac at the moment that are direct, which, you know, sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. It feels like everything's coming at us. You definitely are changing things. And I do feel, spiritually speaking, it's funny because, you know, it's almost this analogy that it's all or nothing. And with this card, with the green, it's heart-centered, it's the things we value, it's people, places, and things. With the green. Now, it's in reverse. So you're now making some sacrifices. You're like, I'm not doing things that are bad for me. I'm really choosing things that are good, but I'm feeling bad in the process of it because it is quite, you know, purgatory to a degree. It's like, okay, I know that this isn't going to work moving forward. This also relating to love can be people, places, and things, but you're doing something in a different fashion. Now, the card says, do not drink poison. And it's funny because we're in this Scorpion kind of energy coming through. Do not do things that you know are bad for you. And I feel it's like, you know, there's something, you've turned over a leaf and you're like, right, okay, there's a level up in life. You also feel with individuals, you're being very selective of who you're mixing with. And you're not giving your power away. So I'm seeing a lot of these cards in reverse as learned lessons, changed attitudes, and the way you're implementing it is directly attracting things back to you. Your outcome card is beautiful. And when it pertains to romance, I see that you have this different perspective, and I see it coming through very sassy. It's very alluring. The demeanor that you have coming through is very sure of yourself, even if you're probably not feeling it right now. This is how universe is seeing you. It's almost like that 360 of what you're deciding to do is actually changing the situation for you. It's like becoming a boss, so to speak. You're not giving your power away anymore. And in the past, you know, maybe it was a very one-sided transaction. Maybe you had an overdrive of your sacral chakra. And a lot of times, and that was really coming through when we had Mercury retrograde, we had Mars in the house of Libra. There were all these imbalances that were coming up in our life, and especially within love. And your zodiac did have good aspects relating to love at a point, but now it has become extremely... it's like D-Day. It's like, okay, we need to shift some things about. Some circumstances are changing. We're going to be shifting. Regardless of such, psychically what I'm seeing is you're not giving your power away. Maybe there was, you know, a time when with your health and your diet, you were really feeling like you were just laid back and just going with the flow. Now I feel it's almost like even in that domain, you're bossing up. And I do feel people are actually noticing you a lot more. I also feel you're skipping to your own beat, and especially when it comes to love, I feel, like I said, it's been a complete shift of power, and I don't know if I'm using that word in a term of egotistical. I'm not feeling it coming through that way. I feel it's more you've changed your demeanor, your attitude, you're very focused. and it is attracting people towards you. It is confusing this other person. So your attitude that you're moving forward with is very much, okay, look, I've got things to do. I've got places to be. They're misunderstanding it, and that's really a them issue, but it's not that it's not going to solve. It's that at the moment you'll focus very heavily on actually gaining success out of your life, and it can be due to circumstances, but regardless, you can almost feel a little bit superstitious, but at the same time you have pulled back a little bit. You're also not you're not chasing, you're letting things come to you. So this card is about leading the way. If you did feel to a degree circumstances were controlling you, you're now taking your power back. But separately, I do feel you're doing things you're doing things in a different way. Now, the lot of introspection. So you're watching and observing people's behavior. You're watching and really looking at, computer just froze. Really looking at, why things are happening, but you're stepping back to a degree. Let's see why that's happening. Interesting. I feel because it was hindering your progress, you're actually realizing in an unhealthy way, there's certain times to do such and there's certain times to step back. And I feel it's because you do have a lot going on and you have this purpose. You're moving towards your purpose. It was stifling your creativity, and I do feel, maybe you had been around people that were maybe feeling very down at a point. Last month was quite difficult. I also feel with the group, it's almost like suddenly you're feeling you're not part of the tribe, and that's a really weird message because you guys are actually part of the tribe. You generally can be similar to Leos. You are the leader of the tribe. But here I'm seeing it's almost like with certain things you're not resonating with it anymore. I feel this very sassy, like I said at the beginning of the read, I feel this very sassy energy coming through. And the sassy energy is, I'm going to skip to the heart of my own beat. You're really wanting to do things different. There's a little bit of rebel coming out here, and that may be the lingering energy of, last month. But I feel the way you're coming through this month is very independent, very sassy, having a lot maybe on your plate. But there's this little rebellious energy, which this love interest is finding this very attractive, but it is confusing them. I do feel that, you're tired of being everything for everyone. And, being part of your own dreams, I feel it's almost like you're redirecting your life and getting back on track. You may have been very consumed by a romantic interest, and this maybe has been something that has been going on for a while. Yeah. And so you're kind of seeing the writing on the wall. You're like, yes, okay, I know I have the spiritual connection, but you're also knowing that you don't want your stability and your foundation directly to be affected. So you're not wanting to self-sabotage. You're not wanting to control it. You're wanting to allow that person to decide for themselves, to do what they need to do for themselves. It's funny. It's almost like they feel left out in the cold. And you could directly be with this person, but it's because you are very much on the 3D doing things, but at the same time, you are reflective at the minute. I feel for some of you, you're really questioning, and it's funny because when I get the soulmate card in this deck, it can be two things. It can be twin flame or it can be soulmate, but regardless, some of you are questioning what this connection is. You could be thinking to yourself, okay, is this the way it's going to be? Is something going to change? Are things going to directly evolve? But there are questions relating to the circumstance with this romantic interest. I also feel, to a point, you may have felt that, how do you do everything? And I think your zodiac sign's really good at multitasking. You want to be able to have your dreams, and it sounds crazy. It's a little bit like saying, I want to have my cake and eat it too, but not from a toxic fashion. You know, it's funny because when I look at this image, it does remind me of Vincent van Gogh. And Vincent van Gogh in the love story, really, you know, it was like, see no evil, hear no evil. To declare his undying love, he did actually cut, you know, a portion of this off and mail it to his love interest. And I'm seeing this painting as, you know, it's the emotions, it's the feeling, it's the star card, similar to the star card in Tarot. And so crossing this soulmate energy is you don't want to sacrifice your dreams. This can be with this person, could be with another person, but it's like you want to have it all. So your perspective may be, and this came up the other day, when I was listening to a video and we were talking about jealousy and energies and, you know, why people in a particular sense have those feelings. And usually when we're going through that in a spiritual sense, it's because we have this lack mentality and we believe there's a cause and effect, that naturally speaking, there would be something we would have to lose in order to get that. And it's directly showing that, no, that's not necessarily the fact. But you can be quite perplexed at the moment and be thinking, you know, can I actually have it all? So again, the card drops down to a 9, and I do feel that you're directly really tuning into it. I feel you have felt like you can't really explain this. You've got natural communicator, so, you know, you're trying to understand it yourself. Now, you can't go back to yesterday, and that was the one card that was in the upright, and I feel there could be somebody you're really reflecting on. Maybe you've learned something. Maybe something has happened in a sense of a tower moment and you're kind of, you know, redirecting to get back on that stable ground. But regardless, it is going to turn out, you know, differently. What do I say? I can say it's going to turn out okay, but at the moment where you stand, you're actually not seeing that. You're more concerned about your stability, maybe something that had happened before. You know, wanting the innocence back in life and wanting to have it where it was that dream state. You know, back to the innocence. That's what I'm hearing. Return to innocence. I feel you're just really owning it. So whatever this blockage was, you know, you're just sitting back and you're going, wow, you know, because you've noticed something. There's something that has come up that you're noticing and it doesn't quite sit right with you at this minute. Yeah, so you're having the courage and you're having this moment to be brave, even if you feel some things are uncertain. But it has actually, your perspective, it's like you're having this mind-blowing experience and I feel your perspective is growing. For some, it might be some friends are going by the wayside, but I don't necessarily feel that has to be a permanent thing. I do feel that some of these things are venturing out and there could be circumstances relating to family that are coming up for you. But I also feel that in the mix of things, with everything changing so much, you're just trying to get your equilibrium so that you can move forward effectively. I don't feel you're telling your romantic interest this. I feel you're keeping it quite close to your chest. In the extension, we are going to go further into how this is feeling for them. I'm going to pull 3 cards for them, and then we're going to move into the extension, and we're going to see what's up with them. Okay, now they feel it. They can sense something's going on with you. But I feel, to a degree, something's playing out where you feel this person is hiding something. What they're hiding, look, it can just merely be an emotion, a bit of poker face going on. But I do feel intuitively they know you're pulling back. But they know something's up, so they're trying to dig. This is a very spiritual connection, and it may be in relation to another person, because it is an 11. So we did have the soulmate here in reverse. So this can be 2 energies, and again, that did come through previously. They don't know what to do. They're actually very confused. It's funny. It's like the spectrum has shifted and there's confusion. This person can be exhibiting energies towards you that is very cross-wiry and very confusing. Their mood also can be very, you know, abrupt, where they're wanting something. It's very hot and cold at the minute. I don't think they realise that you can read them like a book. And I feel it's because of that you're breaking that behaviour pattern. Now, I'm going to pull one card as the outcome for them at this point. Okay, I do feel this could be a little bit of a face-off. This could be a little bit of conflict. Maybe a deeper, meaningful conversation. I'm noticing how the woman on the card is actually blocking her air. And I did say that at the beginning of the reading. Hear no evil, see no evil. And again, the air, there's something you're going to hear, and I don't think you're going to be too impressed. If you do want to join us, come through, the extension link is below. Listen to the last messages. It'll give you all the details. Otherwise, I'll see you during the week for your zodiac sign updates and the twin flame lives. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now, you can go onto the website, the VIP list is there, and when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 a.m. on the main platform, and 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light. I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.